This week we get the blueprint for the Mishkan, the tabernacle. The most important item inside it was the Aron, the ark that held the Torah, and the tablets, the luchos. The ark was made out of 3 boxes. The inside one was made out of gold, the middle one was made out of wood, and the outside one was made out of gold. So if you look at the inside of the ark, you'd see gold. If you look at the outside, you'd see gold, teaching us that our inside should be like our outside. Both should be pure, as represented by gold. However, if that's the lesson, why not make the ark out of pure gold like the menorah was made? Then you'd also see gold inside and outside. Why do you need that inside middle wooden box? One commentator explains this to teach us that no matter how perfect someone looks, it's an illusion. No one's perfect. Dig deep enough through that gold and you will find wood, which is imperfections representing sins. But keep digging and eventually you'll get to an inner core, that inner golden box that's pure and incorruptible. That's the soul. Another commentator says no, wood doesn't represent a negative. Think about it. Gold is wonderful, representing moral purity, but it's got a limitation. It doesn't grow. If it did, we'd take all our gold and plant it and we'd all be wealthy. Wood from a tree represents growth and vitality, reminding us that you need both wood and gold. You have to constantly be growing and refining. Great lesson for parents and for teachers. Don't put your students or your children into a box by giving them labels. That's the weak one. That's the lazy one. That's the nasty one. Or that's the nice one. That's the perfect one. That's the overachiever. You can put too much pressure on a child or a student or not enough. I heard a story once of a teacher who absolutely refused to look at the grades or the reports or to speak to teachers from the prior year. Did not want to have any preconceived notions, did not want any labels of those students, wanted to meet each one and try to bring out the best in each one. And it's an important lesson for ourselves. Stop grading. Don't put yourself into a box. Don't assume that's where I am with respect to my religious or spiritual life. You can always grow. The Hall of Fame quarterback, Joe Namath, years ago wrote an autobiography. He entitled it, "I Can't Wait Until Tomorrow, because I get better looking every day." We can paraphrase that and use that as our mantra and say, I can't wait until tomorrow because I get better every day. Your spiritual story is not written until you take your last breath. There's always room for growth and refinement.